Okay, first step on mounting the ones with the feet. So I usually take the slides off first. Just push that clip out, slide this slide out. Do the same thing to the second one. And then I'll take two of the brackets and set them down. Then I'll slide one out here to the front. We'll put one here in the back. And then I just line it up with the farthest back hole and on the bottom one. And then do one here. All right, so then on the front, there's two holes, and we place it in the second hole back. Then slide this back, and that way it lines up with the other side here. Now I'll just take the other one and slide it and pull it forward so it's going the other direction, and just do the same thing. Okay, and we'll line up the ones here in the back. And then we'll come into the front. Second hole from the front goes in the front hole. And then just slide this back. And that's all there is to it. In this particular cabinet, there's an obstruction in the back. There's some plumbing in the way. You'll see this a lot under kitchen sinks or maybe under cooktops. So we made the shelf a little bit shallower so it'll clear that. And in this case, we're going to use feet. And this is the one instance where I do like to use the feet, is when I've removed that stile, because the whole drawer has to be set behind here. So we can't easily screw onto the face frame, because we got to be behind the face frame. And so we'll use the feet that we put on, and basically we'll just slide one onto either side. And then we'll just use the drawer itself to line everything. So sometimes you have to put it in a little bit of an angle to get it to clear the hinges. So we'll just set it back there. And then I'll pull this forward on either side and just make sure that the front is behind, that you have a little bit of a space here. And then just even up that space so your reveal is the same along here. And then you've got about the same reveal on either side. And so that looks pretty close. And so got to be a little bit, these can be just a little bit tricky. So what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll put weight on either side, and then I'm pushing down and pushing forward and keeping weight on that so the slides don't move. Then I'll go and take a screw and I'll put it in this oblong hole right there. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And now we'll push the drawer back in, make sure stuff didn't move and that it's closing. That all still looks good. Our reveal still looks pretty good. Actually, that went back just a little teeny bit, so not a big deal. That's where we can just loosen this. And just kind of move that a little bit, so now that's nice and even. And now we'll just pull it all the way forward. And then we can just get a screw. On either side. And then we'll put a second screw. I like to put one right in the center on either side. I'll tighten up the screw that we loosened to adjust it. I would check that and that. And we're good to go.